thought we love calling it the Captain Morgan.
Yes.
So you're 1 foot,
Yes.
either on the toilet seat or on a chair.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to try this as you are busy recording there.
Yes.
I want you to stand up and do what I'm doing.
Okay.
That was the voice of our Seipati. Seipati works as a trainer for the trainers at the Mina Foundation. She is just fabulous and amazing. And sit tight as you enjoy this episode where she tells us a little bit about the work that they do. But most importantly, she shows us the impact that the normal sanitary pads, usual ones that we use, have on the environment. Enjoy and let us know if you have any comments. You can speak in and let's see. Testing.
Loliwe, where to Loliwe,
I don't need anything else in my life. I need just your vibe.
I just want to take a photo of this.
Yay. Happy. We're rolling. Okay, I'm going to have to start.
Yeah.
Please, you must go back to this Marikana thing. Buphuthatswana. Otherwise, I'm going to make it up. I'm going to edit. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of our Journal Podcast. My name is Moloradi, and I'm sitting with our Seipati. Usually, I sit with my daughter, but she's busy with schoolwork today. So, yeah, that's what it is. If you have been listening to our podcast in the past few episodes, thank you so much for doing that. We have been speaking about the Mina Foundation and that we've turned our podcast into a podcast with a purpose. So what we're trying to do is to end period poverty. We also want to get the community and the people around us, our audience from different parts of the world, to help us with supporting the Mina Foundation, amongst other causes that we support. So today we want to, as part of our program, to to dedicate the first week of each month to the Mina Menstrual Cup. We have our Seipati who's going to demonstrate for us, who's going to tell us a little bit about Mina, who's also going to play a big role in when you're done here to be able to understand what a Mina Menstrual Cup is and for you to contribute. You will leave here informed and you will leave here motivated and you leave here knowing a little bit about the communities that Mina Foundation serves and particularly our Seipati. So welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us in our lovely home.
Oh, thank you.
It's so beautiful and it's so warm.
Thank
So
you.
please tell us a little bit about yourself and your history, where you've been before you got to meet Mina.
Okay. My name is Seipati Masokoane. I'm a mother of 3, boy, girl, boy.
Yes.
And today we're talking about my daughter.
Yes.
Because she's the only one that has the pleasure to menstruate.
I love that. Yeah.
I'm a professional medical technologist. I was in Mafikeng in Buphelong and provincial hospitals. And I was happy with my profession.
Yeah.
But the call to work with the community came deeper and I had to leave.
Yes.
When you are a medical technologist, you don't get to see people, and I'm a people person.
Yeah, that's what I wanted you to explain a little bit. So what does the medical technology do?
Oh, okay.
A medical technologist.
Okay.
What does that person do?
A medical technologist prescribes, diagnoses and prescribes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you go to the doctor or if you come to the hospital and you probably can't speak or you're unconscious, the doctor will take your blood or your
sample of whatever
they take and they bring to us and we check and we say, this person is suffering from this and that and you have to give them this for treatment and not that.
So when the doctor comes back with results, he or she will actually be reading what you wrote.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are
and you did that,
important. Yeah?
Yes, you did that for how long? Very important.
For 21 years.
Oh my
From
gosh.
1982 until 2001, I was in Mafikeng,
yeah,
in Buphuthatswana.
Yes.
Which was a country before.
Yes. It's now a province called the Northwest.
Yeah.
And as I said, we spoke about it during the when we were talking about the massacre in Marikana where minors were shot by the police then. Yeah. So if you have missed that episode, maybe it's about time you go back and listen to that. But that's where it was. It was a small country on its own. It had its
some
own
jigsaw puzzle country.
Exactly.
But it was fun there.
Exactly.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate that it is now tainted by the Marikana massacre, but it was when we talked about Mafike or about Buphuthatswana, you talk about Sun City, you talk about the game parks, and all
lots
of
of game reserves.
It was a beautiful country.
Yeah, well, it's a beautiful province. I think you're being a little bit nostalgic. It's a beautiful province. It's a beautiful mining province. Yes, and you rightly say that the tourism there is beautiful.
And it's a province that contains the richest platinum mine in the continent.
Yes, and one of the richest people here in South Africa.
Please say it. Maybe in Africa.
Probably in Africa. Please say it and brag. Comes from your people there. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So I stopped working in the hospital in 2001.
Yes.
And in 2012, I was introduced to menstrual cups.
Wow.
Because I was doing training already now at that time.
Okay, so you leave your work, you resign, and then
you started a training company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in my journey as a trainer, I was invited to come and train young girls in the most rural areas of the Northwest Province on the menstrual cup.
Wow.
And the people I was doing this work with in the Northwest introduced me to Zakira, to Mina.
Oh, wow.
And they said, you want a trainer that is going to make sure that the people that are trained will train.
Yeah.
This is the person. So I have been now with Zakira, I think, throughout from the beginning for the 5 years or so.
Of Mina. Of the Mina Foundation.
Of the Mina Foundation.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So I've trained Mina's trainers, and at the moment we are actually busy training pharmacy staff. We go to different pharmacies. Yeah. And we train them. Yeah. Because now Mina is now placed in the different pharmacies.
So before this, where was Mina? Maybe just some background to the audience, those who have never heard of Mina, or even maybe heard of a menstrual cup, but they don't know the history behind it.
The menstrual cup has been there since 1932. But you must just think. When you have a menstrual cup, it will take you 5 to 10 years using one same menstrual cup.
Yeah.
Now, if people that are supposed to be selling menstrual cups can sell you a pad that you can buy every month, why would they
want to give you something that will last you 5 years? I think you add 1 and 1 there. My answer is 2. I don't know about yours, but the history behind why we are where we are, it's very political in that, there's a lot of people are driven by money. Companies are driven by profits. Yeah. And why would they push something that would lead people, actually women who are the majority, like there's more women in the world than there are men, obviously, including those who don't identify gender, etc. It doesn't matter, but there are more menstruators actually than there are people who don't menstruate. Exactly.
Absolutely.
So with that and the numbers and the people that, do all of the contribution towards their pocket and their profits. How does that?
Let's just be very practical.
No problem. I love that.
Let's say a packet of pads is about 30 rands. If you were like my daughter, and me too. Yeah. I was a very heavy bleeder.
Yes.
And she is also like my mother was also. And that actually We'll talk about that.
Now, in our other episodes, we can have you talk about that.
Now, say it means now it's 60 rands.
Yeah.
Ne? It's 60 rands per mound. No. I'm just talking about me.
One person. So then you'll need two.
2 of 2. So it will mean for me and my daughter, it's
4 packs.
It would be 4 packs, which would be 120.
Okay.
But let me just count
only one person.
Yeah.
Okay.
60 rands per month.
Yeah.
Times 12 months.
Yes.
Ne?
Yes.
Now, how old are the girls when they first start menstruating?
Probably like, I would say 11, 12.
No, they started 9. Yes.
I've heard of 9, but it's like maybe that's not the majority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you like me, that you menstruate until you 57, because I menstruated until 57.
Wow.
Now, if you
say 57 minus 9 years.
It's 48.
Exactly. So now you're going to say that times 12.
Times, this is 60
times
60
12
rands times 12 months.
Times 48.
It's 720. Now we're going to multiply it by 48. This is 34,560 rands.
Only on this little thing.
Putting it under between your legs.
Between your legs.
For your whole time, you use almost 35,000 rands that
Nothing
you throw away every month.
The most important thing. Where does that thing end up?
Yeah. Now, you throw this away, okay? This is the money, your university fee, your car, your little whatever.
Most of families here in South Africa don't even earn that much.
That much? Yeah. Can you believe?
Yeah. So for that to be dedicated to menstruation.
Now, if it's Kamu and I, then it's 70,000.
Yes.
If it was Kamu and I and my mother, then it was 100 and something thousand. Can you imagine? We're going to come deeper.
Yeah. Into the numbers, yeah?
Into the numbers and the impact and everything.
Yeah.
Ne? Let's start with our pad. Ne? Now, our pads come like this.
Yes.
In paper, in plastic.
Plastic,
ne?
yeah. That's the packaging.
That's
what tells you what's in this thing.
Yeah.
Heavy bleeding, no bleeding, wings, no wings.
Yes.
It needs all of that.
They come in plastic, which is obviously not biodegradable. So it's going to be here forever. It's going to kill our fish in the sea. It's going to kill our cows. You know, if a cow eats
this thing,
plastic, it dies.
It also, there's people who try to shred it. I saw a documentary where they're saying the birds actually pick up the little plastic thinking it's actually food.
Yeah.
Oh, I was terrified.
If you see the pictures, it's scary.
Yeah.
Now, it comes in this plastic that you have to throw away that is going to kill our environment.
Yes.
When you take it out of this plastic, there's another plastic inside it. Ne? There's another plastic.
To now cover the pad itself.
So it's some more plastic that we have to throw away.
Yeah.
All right. And then you open it. After opening it, you get paper with wax at the back, which is, paper is nice because paper biodegrades.
Yeah.
Ne? But this paper has wax, so it's going to take longer to biodegrade. Ne? And then there's more paper with wax. Mm-hmm. All right. And then we have our pad.
Yes.
Our nice, beautiful white pad.
Yes.
So attractive. Ne? Now, what do we use to make a pad?
Yeah.
Is the first thing you think of.
Yeah.
We use paper.
Yes.
Which comes from trees.
Yes.
Which means trees have to be cut off.
Yes.
And then we have soil erosion.
Yes.
We have cotton.
Yes.
We have now gel inside.
Yes. We have
rayon.
Yes.
We have rayon, which is plastic also.
Yeah.
Ne? And all of this. And then we have to make the pad white, like it is here.
Yes.
So it means we have to use bleach.
Yes.
For
it to also appear clean.
We have to use bleach.
Yeah.
And that very bleach contains dioxin.
Yeah.
Dioxin is a carcinogenic, meaning it's a cancer-causing agent. Right. We come
I feel like I need dictionary. You're doing so well.
So it's something that can cause cancer.
Yes.
Right.
All of this we're still on one pad.
On one pad. Ne. And for this, with all the things I said I used to make the pad causes the pad to take 500 years to biodegrade. Now, it means my great-grandmother's pads, my great-great-grandmother's pads, my mother's pads, my grandmother's pads, and my pads are still there.
Yeah.
So Kamukelo's children's
they're still going
pads
to
and their children's children and their children's children are also going to take those years.
Yeah. To
so I'm just imagining, I mean, at the moment we've been going through this coronavirus epidemic, and then we were struggling with land for graves.
Yes.
Now I'm imagining we are struggling to get landfill for pads.
Yeah.
Because the other landfills, maybe for other things, are full. So we must make separate landfills for the pads.
Exactly.
Now, when I'm talking about landfills, it reminds me now of what we experienced recently.
So that's the story. So you leave here with the purpose to go and do training elsewhere, right?
Yeah.
And then?
So we during, we've been giving out Mina cups to young girls in the schools.
Yes.
So during lockdown,
there was no interaction.
We
couldn't
were like,
physically.
we can't work. And then, boom.
An
idea that was given to us by media and, television, social media and everything, that the level of domestic violence has grown so high
100%.
that shelters for women and children are packed. They were packed. And I never knew that we have so many centers for women and children. And they have high walls and everything because the perpetrators would want to come in and finish her off or take the child. You go into the shelter, the child has a big hole here because the mother was trying to, all of that. So Mina decided, these people, these women, when they run away with their children in the middle of the night and they're taken to the police station or to the social workers somewhere, when they go drop them off at the shelter, they don't have pads. They don't have
anything because they grabbed the closest thing that was to them at that point.
And the pandemic has caused a lockdown, but the lockdown does not lock the menses away.
Doesn't.
You will still menstruate, you will still bleed.
And because you have been hit by somebody domestically abused.
So your emotions are all over the show, your hormones,
bleeding.
You can even menstruate twice because now
that's level of stress.
Yes, you understand.
Okay, so then this comes up and now you go and visit
we start going to shelters for women and children.
Yeah.
And then Zakira, being Zakira, just thinks, I think she was passing some that landfill in Meropa.
Yeah.
And she saw and she was like, oh, these women actually menstruate too. So she said, Sisi, let's go.
We must go there and approach.
And we go give these women a talk on menstrual health and we give them a talk on the cups. And the saddest thing I ever heard and ever saw, because it never comes to us, that when you throw your pad away, some of the people would wrap it up in tissue. Some would just throw it out like that. It's your bloodied pad. They put it in the dustbin. The municipality comes to take it to the landfill.
All of that together.
Your pad, your tampon, everything. Now, the women we got at the landfill were so happy to see that there is something else
to replace the
pads
amount of products
that they meet, that they see every day.
Single day.
These women and men wake up every day to go to work, which means they go to the landfill to rummage through the garbage that we threw away, and they are most certainly going to get 1 million pads there.
Yeah.
Now, as we go deeper into the discussion about the landfill and the recycling community, it was also disheartening to, but also a good emotion to experience that not only were they trying to resolve what only was Seipati and her team trying to resolve the problem of too many pads, too many products that have to take millions of years to biodegrade, that firstly have to be rummaged and sifted through by these ladies and the ladies and gentlemen in the recycling communities in the landfill. But their menstruators, they themselves, who are members of the recycling community, could then start using Mina, because it's not like they have their own office where it's got a bathroom, etc. They could use Mina and still change it in the middle of the day outside and still, be able to impact positively that the environment that they so dedicated to, and they work diligently as a form to feed their families, as a form to get some income. It was just so incredible, the amount of appreciation, and for me personally, the amount of I'm grateful, gratitude, for the life that we live, but also for having the opportunity to actually experience this. It's incredible, the privilege that we have. It's also incredible to recognize the amount of work and dedication that our recycling communities dedicate, or how dedicated they are, and what they go through in order to earn a living. As a podcast, Neo and I would like to encourage you to just look around your community, and find ways in which you can give back. And if you're already doing that, please share with us. I know most people would probably think that we are talking about, giving big checks, or giving grand gestures and dedicating a day, for example. It's in the small things actually that we do every day. That's what we mean. It's in the little things, the consideration that you do. One of the examples that we spoke about was, with the sifting and the recycling community. It's not such a prevalent thing for people to do here in South Africa, that before they throw away their rubbish from the house or from the household, etc., that they sort and dispose of certain things responsibly, and sanitary pads are also in there. So broken glass as well is also in there, Not to throw away broken glass, directly into the bin or into the refuse bag, because some of the recyclers don't necessarily have protective gear. So you never know how they might cut themselves, etc. Those are some of the smallest things that I do in my household. And I know people also have some sort or some form of making sure that the glass is covered or in some way or highlighted. But in South Africa, like I said, in my community at least, I shouldn't speak for everybody else. In my household, that's what I do. Make sure that they're safe and that they don't get injured by the glass. There are many other products that we haven't touched here on this episode yet, but we will get to those. Like the tampon, we haven't spoken about the effect of a tampon. We haven't spoken about the effect of a sanitary towel. We also haven't spoken about those things like corn cob that has been, oh my gosh, people use that as a form to replace the sanitary pads because they just can't afford to sell a sanitary product. Cow dung, we will also speak about that in the coming episode. It's really, really heartbreaking, but it also on the opposite side. It shows how creative people are, and Seipati takes us through all of that, and we will share with you in the coming episodes. For now, you wanna demonstrate, as in demonstrate how to insert a Mina menstrual cup. And we will repeat this in different forms and show you the different ways in which you can insert a Mina cup. It's so simple. it's also so fun the way that Seipati shows and demonstrates, and with so much vigor and with so much energy. Let us know what you think.
We love calling it the Captain Morgan.
Yes.
So you're 1 foot
Yes.
either on the toilet seat or on a chair.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to try this as you are busy recording there.
Yes.
I want you to stand up and do what I'm doing.
Okay.
Right.
Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan.
1
Okay.
foot up.
1 foot up.
Okay.
I want you to bend a little like this.
Bend a little.
What happens? Your vagina opens.
It does.
Yeah. Once you see you are standing like this, once you do that a bit, you feel your vagina going
open.
A bit open. Nah. So once your vagina is open, then you are able, can you see how easy I fold?
I can see it's not even a problem.
No, just easily. So you bend a little and then you insert it.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Then we have the second method where you squat.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm doing my part on this side. I'll stand here.
Yeah. You squat, and some people will say they can't squat. You know, I squat because I'm a golfer. I have to squat and read my line.
A great golfer at that.
No. No.
You won on Saturday.
The ladies won. Okay. Right. It was a competition between men and women.
Oh,
and
nice.
then women won.
Nice.
So you squat like this, and then you
insert
it. Nee.
Everything is
and
relaxed. You're wide open.
That can't squat that far.
Yes.
So they just open their legs like this, and then they go down.
Wow.
Immediately open your legs and you go down like this. The vagina
opens up.
Yeah, and then you are able to.
And you can have, if you need to, you can have like some support at the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Love it.
And then we have the other method that I call that we call the Nando's. The Nando's is like a spatchcock chicken.
Yes.
It's like a spatchcock chicken.
Nando's is like one of our favorite chicken places, takeaway places.
Yes.
Yeah. You can only get it here.
Yeah.
I know they do have in the UK, I think.
Yeah. Some other places.
Yes.
Also. Right. So you do the Nando's, which means you lie on the floor or on your bed.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you open. Right?
Right. My legs are open.
You open.
And then you fold in your favorite...
Your favorite
style. Yeah.
Okay. And then you insert
You insert.
Nay. Now, we also have a problem with other people that have a bigger belly.
Yes.
And they say they can't reach.
Yeah.
So, you rest with
your
elbow.
Yeah.
One elbow.
Yes.
And then you go on the side.
Oh,
and open.
Yes. Easy.
And then, can you see how easy I can do this even with one leg?
Listen, you're like a pro.
I used this too many years.
Yes.
And then with this, the tummy will be there.
Exactly.
So you are able to just do this, insert it in the vagina and push, and then you pop and you are okay. And then you are able to stand up.
Wow. Okay. So Mina comes in threes, guys. 3 ways to fold, 3 ways.
Yeah.
Easy ways to insert.
Easy ways. And
yes. The relaxed manner, you can sit on the toilet
seat. The toilet seat.
Yes.
With your legs open. And then you pinch the bottom.
Yes.
And then you take out. Are you able to see underneath?
Yes, okay.
And then you
pull out and
then you decant
in the toilet.
In the toilet.
If there are any chicken livers, they would have dropped into the
and then you can press. I'm so used to folding even in one hand.
Wow.
Then you fold, and then you put it back.
You put it back in,
and then pop.
You're done.
You wipe yourself. You go.
I love it. Okay, for people who don't menstruate, perhaps maybe, who feel like...
they want to give.
Exactly.
If people want to give, we would really, really love that. And with those people also, if you say, I want to buy 1,000 for my community.
Yes.
you should
do
know
bulk
that
orders as well.
Yes, if you want to buy 1,000 for your community, we give you 1,000 that you buy, and you will know that we are going to give away 1,000. You are giving us an opportunity to continue doing the work that we are doing to end
period poverty.
And by the way, Mina addresses about 8 of the MDG goals.
Our Seipati speaks of MDG goals, Millennial Development Goals. These were the 8 International Development Goals for the year of 2015, established at the United Nations Millennium Summit in 2000. And these goals have since been adopted by the United Nations, and what was succeeded by that was the Sustainable Development Goals. But what our Seipati is talking about the Millennial Development Goals, and there's 8 of them. One is to eradicate extreme poverty and hunger, and the Mina Menstrual Cup assists greatly with that, in that you save money that you could have spent monthly to buy sanitary towels or any other sanitary products. The second one is to achieve universal primary education. By buying a Mina cup, you keep a girl child in school, a menstruator in school. Thirdly, to promote gender equality and empower women. That goes without saying. So by keeping a girl child in school, you contribute towards the education. You empower them to remain at school and to be educated. Same to a boy child, all of that. There's a few more: to reduce child mortality, to improve maternal health, to combat HIV and AIDS, malaria and other diseases, to ensure environmental sustainability. That's one of the biggest contributors, positive contributors that Mina Cup does. Like, it takes away from what would have otherwise landed in our seas, in the ocean, in the landfills, in our rivers. Mina Cup definitely helps with that. And the last MDG, or the last Millennial Development Goals, is to develop a global partnership for development. And that's one thing that Mina also does, because it's in different countries in Africa and it's global. So that's what Seipati means by MDG, the Millennial Development Goals. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode. We'll come back again with more on Mina Menstrual Cup next month, the first week of each month. And please make a contribution by going onto any of our social media pages. You'll find our link tree there, and there is a link to the Mina Cup donation. Otherwise, you can just click on the link on the information section below, and that's how you'll be able to contribute. Thank you. It's been great. Please get in touch with us on social media, leave us comments, and see you very soon. Take care of yourself.